All right, here is my quest log for ADCT 5011. There we go. All right. So the first thing I want to do is talk about everything we've learned over the past 7 weeks, because we've learned a lot. We've learned about serious games, infograph, tools for teachers and students, digital storytelling tools, and we also created a digital toolbox. So the first thing we're going to talk about is serious games, and what are they? They are designed to promote more learning than just strictly entertainment. They focus on a lot of different issues. Here is basically a layout of like how a serious digital game is designed. So the first serious game we're going to talk about is Blast Off, and the link is included. Anytime you see this, that's the link. You can click it and it'll take you to it. The first one is talking about My Plate. So a player will choose food and the exercise to add to the fuel tank, and then they'll blast off in hopes that they land on planet Power. But you are given the opportunity to go back and change and tweak it if you don't make it, which is great for students that have a hard time getting that they can practice and practice. Serious game 2 is Third World Farmer. The player is a farmer in a third world country, and you only have $50. So you have to choose what you're going to spend it on in hopes that you make a profit to where you can use it to spend more money on more stuff next year. It talks about the hardships that they face in third world countries. This is a great game for older students that can understand the idea of poverty. Third game is Against All Odds, and in this game, the player is put in the shoes of the character that's trying to flee their country. They get to see how it might be for an immigrant or a refugee leaving their country and then having to come into a new country and the hardships they go through. A great game for older students. This is an infographic about my district's K-3 literacy that was found on Ohio ODE's district report card. And I use PictoChart, which is great, and it's easy to take all this information and make it attractive to the eye and not overbearing to read. The next thing we did was a digital storytelling, and I chose to do this by creating a comic strip. And my comic strip was created with Pixton, and this is great. If I had older students, I would do a lot of assignments with this website. It was easy to use, easy to manipulate, great tool, and I think there's a lot of learning that can be done with this tool. So a digital tool for teacher. The first one we're going to talk about is Blooms. It's a communication app for teachers and parents. They're able to share everything, pictures, documents, behaviors, and it's instant. They're able to download it on their phone and get it right away. A great app. A little confusing at first to get used to, but it's a great app. Second one is what I use, and this is Kindergarten K-Ready. So I have to take all of my assessments that I do on my kiddos and input it onto the website. We used to have to do it by paper and pencil, which took a lot of work. So it's nice to be able to have this online and have it digital for us to use. And it compiles all of our students' information, so we're able to see growth throughout the year, which is great. My third one is Smartboard. This is a great tool. I love it in my classroom. My kids love it. I'm able to hide stuff and then show them. They're able to write on it and see what they write, and it appears on my computer screen. It's a great tool. It keeps them engaged in their learning. So digital tool for students. abcia.com has a lot of games from pre-K to 5. They're all created by teachers, so they're educational. There's games on math, science, social studies, reading, everything. So the kids can get on there and play some games. The second one is Teach Your Monster to Read. Love this digital tool. It helps tremendously reinforce letter identification and sound identification to your students. It does collect data, so you're able to see your students' growth as they go and see what they need help on in the classroom. The third one is ABC Mouse. This is another great tool for students. Teachers can sign up for the classroom one where they assign lessons to the students. Can be a little tedious for teachers, have to get in there every so often and add more lessons. But the kids like it. It's engaging, and they learn a lot from that, and it reinforces a lot of what they learn in the classroom. The next thing I want to talk about, and the last thing I want to talk about, is this digital toolbox that we created. Myself and three other ladies created this, and we talked about tools for ELA, for social studies, math, science, special education, assessment, parent communication, and classroom management. This is awesome. I will be sharing it with my preschool team so that way they can have these apps as well. Um, so many great things out there for teachers and students alike. Um, so this is everything we've done the past 7 weeks. I have learned a lot in this class. This class has been great. So yes, thank you.